Hello, denizens of the internet. As a former network exec, I know the one thing Hollywood has never lacked was a large gay membership. What has changed is, for decades, that traditional gang loved Hollywood, whereas the new thems theys hate it. No, Hollywood always had plenty of gays and Jews. Many were Jewish gays. But when studios talk about underrepresentation, they only mean in Hollywood because everything east of LA doesn't count. So Hollywood's predisposition towards the homosexual community should not be a surprise. Many, of course, were in the design, in the makeup, design, costume, dresser side of things. Possibly the most fun one could have was the makeup and costume process and the never-ending gossip. This was fun Hollywood, fun showbiz. These days, Hollywood is not much fun. What happened? I'm still in touch with a couple of old poofters from my era, and they hate what's going on. Of course, they are afraid to admit it openly. On-screen representation never turned them on. Everyone knew about Rock Hudson. Cary Grant swung both ways and lived with Randolph Scott for a time. Paul Lynde was a badly kept secret. No one cared, and neither did the audience for that matter. But at some point, there just needed to be more honest on-screen representation. Jane Campion would not rest until she made her dour, fun-sucking movies. Again, no big deal. The more the merrier. Let the market decide winners and losers. But the main thing that struck me was that this increased inclusion was not increasing the fun. In fact, when it comes to on-screen women, they're no longer very glamorous. And in the case of strong female characters, they look downright manly. And by manly, I don't mean Audrey Hepburn or Marlene Dietrich in Slacks manly, which was quite shocking in its time. Dietrich, by the way, was openly bisexual. We all know that social justice warriors have been after game devs over their hot babe fixation, that the male gaze is the very definition of a collapsing society, and something to avoid, lest talentless consultants with a vested interest in desexing games threaten the game devs. And if we look at the popular culture landscape, the desexing has been successful. To what end? Not so long ago, the greatest thing a designer could do was create glamorous outfits for women. Hollywood was all about glamour. Glamour is fun. And ironically, not entirely lost either, all these morose on-screen women and off-screen producers and writers will suddenly show up in designer outfits dripping with diamonds at the red carpet premieres of their dull, scowling, desexed efforts that few will see. But heaven help them if they put any of that glamour on the screen. The gay of Farley Granger, Tallulah Bankhead, Raymond Burr, Tab Hunter, Dirk Bogarde, well, was fun. Was it fun that they had to keep it a secret? Probably not. But frankly, I don't think today people much care that Neil Patrick Harris, Zachary Quinto, Ian McKellen are gay. All the general public wants is to not hear righteous hypocrites blather about it endlessly. And it's not like this is new. Gay-themed films have existed for decades. Rebel Without a Cause, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Caged, In a Lonely Place, Calamity Jane. Now, there's a woman who don't need no man. These were movies that appealed to everyone. The social justice warriors will not rest until all movies are gray and boring and dull, dull, dull. And they will never make peace because they only know their own narcissism and intersectional politics. They are not happy people. And so we get entertainment that's not very happy, creative, or interesting. Till next time, denizens, be seeing you.